Hello! Friends, war, slow fading.
Oh, beautiful.
Hello! Friends, welcome to High Rollers Lightfall's Descent. We are the High Rollers. We're a bunch of British D&D people from England. We've already played 3 hours of D&D. It was a very intense episode. Give me a break.
But we are excited to play
We're excited to play more, but it's just my brain is a bit tired. But my name is Mark Sherlock Humes. I'm the Dungeon Master. Joining me this week, we have our players Chris Trott.
Hello.
Kim Richards.
Hi.
Tom Hazel.
Hello.
And then Rhiannon Gower.
Hi.
Katie, who normally plays Laura, is not here. But Rhiannon is sat in her place.
Shifted around a
We
bit.
shifted around.
Yeah,
Sorry.
keep it down a little bit, just to even it out.
I'm
Steven
this
it out.
one.
Yeah.
I'm this one.
Yeah, people know who you are, guys.
It's episode 5.
It's episode 5.
Welcome.
Welcome. We are playing through the brand new, we're doing our own spin on the brand new module, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, where our party are a group of high-level characters, level 15 to be exact,
Yes.
who have travelled into the Hells in search for their friend and comrade who fell in our original campaign that we streamed a couple of years ago now, or a year ago now. Trelemar Relief, he was a drow warlock who made a deal with Asmodeus, and his soul and body were transported away. You right there, Tom?
Yeah, my elbow just slipped off the table.
That's fine.
Carry on.
Carry on. And they have gone to the Hells in order to try and reclaim it, having learnt from a visitor from the world of Toril that Trelamar's contract had been passed from Asmodeus to one of his many devil lieutenants, his archdevils, when Asmodeus rose to power as a god. Having travelled through into the world of the Forgotten Realms, they went to Baldur's Gate. There they found a demi-plane that led them to the River Styx, and now they are in Avernus, having narrowly escaped some run-ins with devils aboard a port called the Ironclad, built from a great war machine that sailed down the River Styx but became beached. Having tried to make a deal with a succubus or an incubus for safe passage around the Ironclad and getting into some hot and bother with the captain of the Ironclad, a blue Abishai called Ezekai. You have basically made your way down to the lower decks where you have taken a long rest. So if you didn't mark down that you took a long rest, take a long rest.
Why look at you, Mark?
No reason. Because you didn't do it.
I absolutely did.
Oh, okay, good.
Do I get a coin?
No. You took a long rest, and then you went to a altar of Asmodeus and invoked a name of an Iranice who you had encountered on the River Styx, who had said that she would give you free information. She would do you a one-time deal of giving you some free information if you invoked a name, having been impressed by your combat prowess against some demons that had attacked you.
Yeah.
And after learning that information, she offered to provide even further assistance, offering to help not only provide you transport and aid you in combat, but to take you to the places you need to go in exchange for a favor. Where you need to go, you were given some piece of information by a tiefling woman called Silvira Sycus, who said that you would need to seek out Lulu the Hollyphant and track down the ledgers of some demon name I can't remember.
Ledgers of Zarakariel.
It's
Zam.
no.
Zambalan.
God, what is it? I've got it.
Starland Rune Scourge.
Zarlan Rune Scourge. I knew it was an X name rune something. And so that was the information she gave you. She gave you a bunch of information about that, including the locations. But you are in Avernus. It is a blasted, hellish wasteland of meteor swarms and lava and rivers of blood and demons and devils, and it's pretty bad. And you don't know where to go, you don't know how to navigate this blasted wasteland, you just know locations.
Are there rainbows?
No.
Not even like
Just
hell
arcs
rainbows.
of fire.
like-
Nope. There's probably arcs of fire. Yes, there are probably like great...
Red and red and red.
and slightly orange.
I'm so glad you guys are in a positive mood about it. That's great. That's great.
We love it here.
Yeah, you should.
Told you.
It's amazing.
Great place.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Just before we kick things off, the last thing that Kalisa, the Iranice, mentioned to you, when you asked what favor, she instructed you that she would need you to kill a mortal figure who none of you have heard of,
No.
called Arkhan the Cruel.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that?
I think, in fact, the only one I'm going to change There's a couple of slight changes. Alzra, you have heard of Arkhan the Cruel.
Oh, damn.
Being a cleric of the Raven Queen, because the Raven Queen was heavily involved in several matters that Arkhan was also involved in. The Raven Queen has warned you that you've just heard the stories of that there is a Dragonborn champion of Tiamat called Arkhan, who had traveled to another world, not Toril, not Iraq, but another place called Exandria. And there, Arkhan had recovered something very powerful from the Raven Queen's nemesis, an enemy and a villain that she has long hated. Vecna. The lich who sought to become a god.
What a dick.
And Arkhan took the hand of Vecna.
Ooh.
I want that. Can I have that?
The Raven Queen would not like you to have it, but that you can absolutely want it. But the Raven Queen has warned you that this champion exists, and he is in the realms and can travel between worlds, and that you should be wary
What was that last name again?
of the
The hand.
the hand of Vecna. Vecna is the. In some worlds, he has the power of a god. In others, he is a very powerful lich that nearly ascended to godhood.
Oh.
Does Arkhan want to be a god?
You don't know?
OC.
OC? I don't think so. I think he just wants to be a servant of Tiamat. I don't know. Ask Joe. Tweet Joe Magnello. Does Arkhan want to be a god?
Yeah,
Okay.
could you explain
Don't do that.
the revenants for people?
No, I'm not
who
going to.
doesn't
I'm not going to
really-
explain shit.
No,
as
like,
far as
as in Joe, like.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything because as far as your characters are concerned, you don't know who this Arkhan is. You don't know who he is.
No, I just mean as a player. Like,
Oh, why?
Because you guys go funny every time you keep saying
It's,
the name.
it's
and
just
I'm
it's
like,
it's
I
Joe
don't know who
Maganello's
Arkhan
character
is.
who was he's been involved in a number of other streams, like he's been in Crit Roll and
He's
Force
also
Ray and stuff.
from that show.
True Blood.
True Blood,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he's a
it,
famous actor. He's a very lovely man. I've briefly
He's
met
had
him.
that character for like almost his entire D&D.
Right.
But now he's kind of given it up and it's been given to wizards. He's now,
Right.
and that's why he's in.
it's now a
Canonized.
player.
And he's actually in the module. He is
Right.
in the module. I have his
cool.
stats.
That's why he can use them.
Has anyone killed him before?
Has anyone tried?
Is it a world first?
I'm sure that there are home games or something like that. It could be a world first though. It's not going to be easy.
You heard it here first on High
So
Rollers.
with that,
On.
the creaking metal of the ironclad echoes around you. The stomps and grunts and screams and hellish noises of the devil inhabitants echo through these metal chambers. But deep in its bowels, at the back of the ship, in front of this altar to Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine, greatest of the devils, stands before you a woman with red feathered wings, pale skin, blood red eyes, lips, in full plate armor, and she stands before you. Well, what do you think?
Arkhan, the Cruel, did you say?
That is the mortal's name, yes.
Why him?
Why? That's a very good question. He seeks to release his goddess. Tiamat is imprisoned here in Avernus, serving some ancient, I don't know, something happened between her and Asmodeus, and now she is imprisoned here as a guardian to Avernus. This Arkhan seeks to release her from her imprisonment. Okay. Zariel is too concerned with her war against Baphomet and Yinogu to care. But I serve my lord faithfully, and if he wishes Tiamat to be imprisoned, then this mortal should be stopped.
Okay. Okay.
And he is quite a villain,
He lives up to his name.
and certainly
How powerful is this mortal?
powerful. Not only is he a champion of Tiamat, but he has acquired an artifact of a powerful lich that he carries with him. He also has servants of his own, a priest of Tiamat that travels with him, as well as a Minotaur champion, a warrior. And he has dragons, skeletons, armies, all that sort of thing.
Perfect. Well, so do we. We've got skeleton armies.
Quite. The reason I offer this to you is, please understand, I'm not like those succubi you've already dealt with. I do not try and trick mortals into contracts. I am very clear with my statements, and I only wish to offer you things that I believe that you want yourselves. This mortal, this Arkhan, if he is successful in unleashing Tiamat from her prison, she will wreak havoc upon your worlds and others' mortal planes. She will be unstoppable. Surely you would wish to stop such a thing.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're giving us a task that clearly is above our pay grade. You don't care if we
You
die.
seem powerful enough. I think that you are. I would not set
mean,
you
don't
against
get me
something
wrong.
you cannot achieve.
I'm very powerful. I'm just not sure the other guys are up to the task.
I would wish to have more power.
More power can be given to you if that's what you wish.
I have a question.
Of course, my dear.
Thank you. I have souls trapped within this sword that I carry.
So you do.
Is there a way I can release them in exchange for payment? You seem very keen on souls down here.
Yes, soul coins are the currency of the Nine Hells. It can be done, not here, not by me, but there are people I know that could convert them into souls.
Who would they be?
Well, why don't we make that part of the deal?
Okay.
You assist me, either kill Arkhan or see him removed from Avernus, see his plans here disrupted. And I will offer an exchange. Sorry?
Kill or stop.
Kill or stop. Remove him from Avernus, ideally.
Sure.
I'm not sure how he got here, but removing him from the plane will hopefully disrupt his plans enough.
Okay.
Or kill him, ideally. If you do kill him, perhaps there may be a little bonus. If you were to kill him and I was able to recover this artifact that he carries,
Okay.
and give it to my Lord Asmodeus, we will make sure that you are suitably a bonus is provided. A powerful relic, perhaps, or services you may need. But, in exchange for assisting me in dealing with this Arkhan, I will accompany you. I shall fight alongside you, with the proviso that I will not help you against any champions of Zariel herself. I know my place in the hierarchy, and I do not wish to enjoy that discomfort, but I will help you against demons, Arkhan, any creatures that are not aligned to Zariel herself.
Is it likely we will face someone like that if you're traveling with us?
It's better. We may be able to avoid it, but I cannot promise you it.
Okay.
And as I said, I do not prefer. I do not delve into trickery. I cannot promise you that we will not come across somebody that I cannot help you fight.
Okay.
I will make myself. How do they say? Vanish. I will not.
Sure.
I will not endanger myself. But not just that. I will take you somewhere where you can acquire transport, and then I will show you the way to the places you need to go.
Okay.
I may even be able to help you acquire one of these things, the ledgers. I believe I know the individual who has them. I may be able to convince him to give them to you. Whatever your plans are, I suspect that they are not to Zariel's favour, and I would be quite pleased to see the angel fall again.
What is the consequence of us not carrying out our bargain?
Then you won't get my aid. I'm not, like I said, I don't believe in trickery. I'm not going to bind you into some contract that puts your souls at risk. I would much rather that you offer those to me freely. I can provide you considerable powers if you do wish to put your souls on the line. I can speak on behalf of the Lord of the Nine himself. He's always looking for new champions in his place. But there will be no consequences if you decide not to help me, if you refuse, or if we get halfway and you decide that you do not wish to complete the task, then so be it. You will not receive my help. But I can't promise you that I won't be upset.
Sure.
She wants free labor. That's what she wants.
It doesn't sound free.
It's not quite.
Think of yourselves as infernal mercenaries.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
I thought you might, my dear.
Very cool.
You should really, if you ever wish to speak with me privately, I can allow you to. And then she speaks in your mind like, you are always welcome to speak to me if you wish.
my cheeks just go red, and I'm like, just like fiddling.
Miss Alzra, are you quite all right there?
Yeah.
Elora is just looking very quiet. I'm not going to RP Elora, but she will be around if you need, like, if you ask her a question and stuff.
Sure.
Because Katie's not here, but I don't really want to take control of her too much.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, do you know where Arkhan is now?
I do. If you are rested, I can take you nearby. I would recommend you do some reconnaissance. He has forces available to him. And I'm not sure of his exact location. I know where he has constructed a tower here in Avernus. I can take you there.
Nice. I love stairs.
So we just have to kill a guy and then we get what we want, right?
A guy in a fortress with an army.
The powerful dragonborn.
Exactly. We need to make sure our expectations are not that we're just going to win straight away. We need to be,
gonna be
cautious,
hard, but it'll
and
be
careful,
worth it.
but also worth it.
You will also have me to assist you.
Well, in that case, let's go in.
I'd be more than happy to see this upstart Tiamat worshipper brought to his knees.
Now,
Yeah.
It's all-
What was your name again?
you forgot.
Yes.
Oh, that's
You
really
humans all
annoying.
look alike. It's difficult to tell.
That's
you apart.
racist.
This is Mr. Human,
That's
Mr.
racist.
Human. How amusing.
and this is Mr. Human too.
I prefer
Unbelievable.
human.
If we are
man.
to work together, I would prefer to know your names, your mortal names.
Cam Buckland.
Cam Buckland. And you,
My
child of Asmodeus?
My name is Juto.
Juto.
Reynard Verahorn.
Raina. Elora's like, I'm Elora.
Yep.
Hello. Hello. I'm a nice elven princess. And then she looks at Alzra. And you, my dear.
I'm Alzra the Voidwalker.
Oh, a delectable name.
Thank you.
Alzra the Voidwalker.
I chose it myself.
I think you misheard me. I said Reynard Verahorn.
Yes.
Not delectable enough?
No, in your own way.
Reynard Verahorn, Master Hunter of Talis Val, the Voidwalker.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Okay, fine. Fine.
You do hear in your mind, like, do you feel offended? Human?
A little.
Have I upset you?
No, it's fine. We're in hell or Avernus. So I guess maybe a little bit. A little bit of respect. That's all I ask.
She just like smiles.
Great. Great. Sure.
I would have you agree to assist me before I take you anywhere, however.
Now, lovely to talk to you. Really love it. Love the whole, you tell us what to do and we have to agree and we go do the work for you. That's great.
Oh, Mr. Buckland, no. You are free to make your own choices. If you wish to kill yourself here in Avernus, staggering through the wasteland without any devils to help you, by all means.
No. You misunderstand me. It was all really specific up to the point of the bonus, and then it was all like, maybe this, maybe that.
What would you like as a bonus?
I would.
There are countless relics that we have plundered from mortal heroes that are locked in the vaults of Asmodeus.
And this is not binding. I'm just having a conversation with my allies.
Of course.
A relic, right? What about Trail's mask? That would...
Were we not given Trowel's mask?
You broke the broken remnants
Yes.
of it. It was destroyed.
Yeah.
To have that back in one piece would be...
Is the other piece available and can we fix it?
Maybe she can. Can you?
It's possible. I cannot myself, but there are many servants of Asmodeus who could. But a mask? There are the great holy avengers of the Knights of Cormyr. Would you not prefer something along those lines? Something to help you slay undead and creatures of the night?
Can we have you as a...
Oh, you wish me as a bonus, do you?
Yeah.
Careful your words, Cam.
How interesting. Perhaps. I'd be willing to... We could make an arrangement, perhaps a year of... What do they call it?
Servitude.
Advising.
But that sounds like you're just telling us what to do, again.
Perhaps, what do they call it?
Mercenary work.
Yes, perhaps.
Infernal mercenaries.
I said-
Mercenary.
I would certainly not be adverse to spending more time with you.
I know I'm a real hoot.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll leave it up to
But we can discuss that later. We can come to some sort of mutual agreement later, if you wish.
I'm doing this a lot.
I think this deal sounds like the best one we have yet.
As long as a bonus is guaranteed. I agree with Cam on that one.
Yeah.
I
Right.
agree. If you can provide the artifact, then yes.
Then yes. Then yes.
She said yes.
Then yes.
Then yes.
And remember, if there is ever anything else you require, you merely must ask.
How about we get a bonus of our choice?
If it's within our powers to provide.
I'm happy with that.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
In that case,
Let's.
With the stipulation that, again, I will not assist you against Zariel herself. Not until she is struck down by Asmodeus. She's too powerful for me.
okay.
I'm not want to admit that freely, but I will not assist you against she who commands the layer of hell of which I reside.
We'll assume that is outside your powers.
Should we take down this Dragonborn champion?
Champion.
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 I like it.
I like when you mix words. Did you notice when I said infersenary, by the way?
I did. That was very good. I got it from you. I'm learning.
There you go.
Now, my first question is, are we in agreement? Do you wish to enter this contract with me?
Yes.
I hear yes from one of you.
Yes.
And the rest, yes?
Big old yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laura's like, well, I suppose if everyone is, yes. Very good.
He's not that timid.
And you do feel like something in your chest, like, then the contract is made.
Hold on, having a heart attack.
Here we
Don't worry about that. Now, have you must ingest food, mustn't you, you mortals? Have you eaten, drank?
Yeah. So it's like a balance between liquid and sustenance, like physical food. So I think like a platter would be nice. So let's begin with
I
maybe.
can provide you food and rations, but I will not be providing you a banquet, no.
I think humans only eat the finest luxury meats and things like that, don't
You're
they?
very clever. I'm not some foolish imp. I can provide you with enough food to keep your strength.
You literally just asked us if mortals eat food.
I know that you eat food, but I'm not foolish enough to believe that you only eat the most luxurious of your kind. I've seen your kind wallowing in slop before.
Have to try.
See, you wouldn't have said luxurious. You sort of said that, like.
Normal
A
food,
normal
yeah.
food. See, that's.
We eat normal
yeah.
food. Normal food is what other people consider
Yes.
luxurious.
She just basically has like a small bag at her side. She pulls things from that, and she pulls out, fairly standard like trail rations that you might see in like an adventuring store or something like that.
We don't need that.
Salted meats, nuts, water.
Did my face do something?
No, I just had a thought and now I can't get it out of my head.
Please share the thought with the class, Rhiannon. She can't.
Is it stream appropriate?
I was just going to say, like, she pulls out a bag of devil's beef jerky and then I just started laughing to myself about that.
I love how the little things
If
amuse
it's
you.
devil's beef jerky, would it be made out of humans or
This is
something?
the thing like that.
Probably would be. Probably would
Started
be.
laughing to, I don't know.
No, she
Fuck
it
knows.
almost looks like something which could have been bought in like a general store
Trying
somewhere.
to see the path you
The
took to get
Devil's
there.
jerky.
Right, that.
Sure.
Barbecue flavor.
All right.
I will warn you that food and liquid here on Avernus, it will not taste good to your appetites.
Don't worry about it. Alora can just do a hero's feast, right?
She's like, oh, I could if I had chalices.
Chalices. Is that something you can provide? Surely have chalices. You're very devil.
Ooh, blip and blap.
Hey, yo.
Chalice it up.
I mean, what kind of chalice are we talking here?
Laura,
Fancy. Well, you know.
Yep, I'm just trying to remember.
it's been a very long
There's a
time.
lot of spells here, okay?
I remember our last Heroes Feast. It was just before the
Oh, I
Sacred Chalice
don't have
Vial.
it prepared.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay, then ignore that I just said all of that stuff.
No,
to
I
save
don't
time.
have it prepared this time. And we
Brilliant.
just rested, so
You
too
can't-
bad.
You can't retroactively prepare it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Thank you, Alora.
Not for you champions.
Chumps.
Lol.
Okay, fine. Well, fine. Slop it is.
It's not. It's like nice trail rations, but as you start eating it, it just doesn't taste nice. It tastes like ash, like kind of ashy.
Dust.
And it's. Kalisa just says like, unfortunately, yes, as we do not require food, it just your kind seem to suggest that it is different here. It tastes strange.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah, sure.
It reminds me of the food I was given as a slave.
Good.
How terrible! It's a shame that your kind abandoned the Lord Asmodeus. Perhaps you would not have remained slaves.
We are no longer
Not
slaves.
your kind, of course. I know that this was long in your past.
We are no longer slaves.
Ah, well, good. I'm pleased.
I'm going to go over.
Slavery is, well, a useful tool, but strong warriors should rise above it. Yes.
While they're talking, going to go behind Reynard.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, he must be. Needs some loosening up. You don't want to pull a muscle.
No,
Start
no.
like massaging his shoulders.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Cam.
It's all right.
Yeah. Oh, ow. Okay.
Very
Ow.
valuable things on him.
Yeah, loads of valuable things on him.
He is valuable.
He's got the crossbow on his back. He's got the Black Earth blade at his side. Do you have any other weapons?
I guess I've got the figurine of wondrous power.
yeah,
The
that's
bronze
probably like the
griffin.
most hidden thing. He's got the bronze griffin figurine.
Is that just like necklaces or amulets or
Your
things
brooch,
that are
maybe?
like
I've got a
mundane but
Well, I've got a signet
expensive
ring.
things?
Signet ring.
I guess, like, yeah, I haven't got it written down, but I suppose as part of the fine clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
It
he's got,
literally
like,
says
jewelry.
fine clothes,
Yeah, he's
like,
got jewelry and
as
stuff.
part of that.
I saw you in the fight. You're not as dexterous as you used to be,
That's-
and you could pull a muscle at your age, you know?
Well, it's true, I could. I won't.
Sleight of hand check, please.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing.
8, 11.
What's your passive perception as right now?
17.
Yep. you feel Cam like trying to undo like a necklace and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah.
Just don't in front of your face.
It's like behind, like on the crook of his neck, but you're like, you can feel like the chain like going up and down. He can like,
What, Cam?
Yeah. Shh, let it happen.
Oh no, it feels great, Cam.
Yeah. Feel limber?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can't get this piece.
I'm like slowly turning. What's happening? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you
Cam,
doing?
please don't steal off Reynard.
All right. Okay. All right. Just gonna get Blip and Black to get some supplies.
Just ask them. They don't need payment. They already said they would serve us. Whatever
You're
we
here
need.
on the Ironclad.
Exactly. Just ask them.
Wait,
Why-
what?
Also, why mine?
Huh?
Why my
You're
stuff?
the richest here.
Elf princess.
Laura's like,
Yeah.
Laura's like,
I'm not gonna steal from an elven princess. I'm not an asshole.
Cam, he's the leader of a free city.
We
He's
put
like
him there.
looked after loads of people.
Yeah, you're great. Well, you don't need that.
Cam Buckland, why are you stealing from your
I'm not
friends?
stealing. I'm utilizing. It's
Why
a
are you
waste.
stealing from your friends?
So that I can get some wine.
You
Cam, you.
I'm not gonna face Arkhan the Cruel. Some sort of mortal that can exist in this plane where we're struggling.
You faced a skeleton dragon while drunk, and then tried to wash your trousers in the river Styx.
Yeah, and it went real bad.
Yeah.
You weren't this
Bad.
drunk when you helped us save Iraq.
But I feel like I'm better.
No.
You know?
No.
Everything just sort of
No.
blends together.
happened to you? In the last 3 years, what has happened to you?
I'm a successful dad.
Sold all your weapons.
I got rid of a lot of wasted trinkets and whatnot, and provided for my child and wife. I'm a very loyal family man.
And how are they?
Noble man you are.
Thanks. That really means a lot coming from a devil. A devil.
How are they?
Devils can be noble.
How are they?
Oh, they're wonderful. They're doing really great. Now that their
When
dad
did you
is
last
away.
see them?
When I got teleported here. Like the same day.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Sure.
22.
Reynard, in
Okay.
your head,
I feel like you've, now that I've said
in
my
your
passive
head,
perception.
you hear Kalisa, and she's just like, please, would you enlighten me privately why you are traveling with this buffoon?
He's actually capable, if you'd believe me on that one.
I'm not sure I do.
He's done a lot to help us.
Hey, lady, have you got any other stuff that doesn't taste like ash?
But clearly, she just smiles, but in your head right now you hear like, clearly, you are far better at this. You are a striking adventurer. Why are you sullying yourself with your presence?
I am.
This is strange behavior.
I-
And then she replies to Cam out loud, like,
No.
unfortunately, no. No matter what I bring, it will all taste similar. It is the nature of the plane itself.
I'm gonna be at the time.
But I can provide you with wine if that's what you require.
But I mean, like, look, watch. I'm gonna eat a ration,
Yes.
and then I'm gonna eat this piece off the floor. It tastes the same.
You didn't need to demonstrate that.
You are quite marvelous. You are quite an example of your kind. In your head, you basically hear she says to you, no, she doesn't communicate with you.
Do I get anything from my 22 insight?
I don't think so. I think he's telling the truth. I think he generally is like seen his family and
all
I think
happy.
well, I think like
What you get
go on, yeah. You know better than I do.
You know Cam, and that he's very deflective, and that when he's just trying to hide an emotion or something, he's playing it off in other ways.
There you go.
In a very like big, boisterous way.
But his family are fun, like the feeling I'm
He
getting
is
when
missing
talks-
his family.
He's missing it, okay.
And he doesn't want to be in hell.
Well, if you're quite done, would you like to get moving?
Yes.
Yes,
definitely.
please.
Guys, there's so much floor here. You could eat for days.
I'm not
Let us
hungry,
just
actually.
start walking. You
Yes.
will follow.
Oh, we don't need to walk.
Okay.
Oh, please, no, I won't make you walk across the furnace. I can transport you to various places. I can teleport you there. The difficulty with reaching some of the destinations you wish to go to is they move. I cannot teleport you to places that are not fixed locations. But if you wish, I can just take you to near Arkhan's tower.
Right, okay. I mean, how long will it take to get from landing place to Arkhan's tower?
I don't know, a few hours, perhaps, but not too long.
Sounds
I don't
good.
want to take us too close where his forces may spy us.
Is teleportation the only method of travel?
No. In fact, I mean, as part of our deal, I will take you to someone who can provide you with mundane transportation.
A horse?
No. No, something far better. Infernal war machines, my dear.
What?
Great beasts of metal and sorcery that travel across the wastelands.
This place gets better the longer we're here. Can we stay?
You can stay as long as you like, my dear.
Yes.
In your head, Alzra, you just hear like, the Lord Asmodeus would have so much work for one skilled as you.
Oh.
You really are very interesting. Well, and then she just waves in this great rift of fire just opens up, like tears in space and time.
Let's go.
Shall we?
Just walk on through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Blip and Black. See you, folks. Great to meet you. Bye. Bye, everybody.
The wine.
Just hand you a wine.
Oh, good.
Hand
The
us
last
a-
one for the road, pal. Here's to you.
To me.
Have fun killing the man, and then as you step through, the smell of sulfur and brimstone kind of assail your senses, but you find yourself envelop. You find yourself in a blasted desert-like wasteland. Great rocks of black obsidian surround you, and you appear to be in some sort of valley making its way through.
So cute here.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my
Super
god.
kawaii desu.
There it is.
You can see that there is a bubbling lake of lava with a half-sunken citadel or fort, or like a watchtower in it, not
else
far
would it
from this
be?
valley. But in the distance, a good sort of like couple of miles trek, you see a great mountain that rises up impossibly high, stretching on seemingly forever. But carved into it is I can't begin to describe how big this dragon skull must be. It is enormous. It's like the size of the greatest tower in the biggest city you've seen. It is huge. And its rest of its draconic body coils around the mountain, these bones set into the stone itself.
Okay. All right. It's dead though.
Yes,
Or
it
is
is
it?
dead. It is
Come
dead.
on, that thing could reanimate. And...
I mean, I've killed like 4 dragons.
You've always been killed by one.
Yeah.
You're saying this in character?
Sure.
I'm not.
4 dragons. I've definitely picked the right man to help slay a champion of Tiamat then.
That one though.
Oh, don't worry about that one. Long dead.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Who killed that?
That is the entrance to Tiamat's prison.
Perfect.
The mountain itself binds her here.
Okay.
Can you imagine being a dragon? Say, for example, you're a human. And your prison is the inside of a human skull. That's messed up. That is messed up.
Thanks,
You
guys.
are in Avernus.
Speaking of which,
Who does that? Who puts a person in a person?
speaking of which, Lady Amy is pregnant.
Okay.
Oh, how wonderful. Why are you discussing pregnancies? I believe that we have very pressing
Time and
matters.
place.
You are a strange
You
group.
just reminded me by saying a dragon inside a dragon. What? Is that not simple biology?
That's wonderful news. That's great. It's good to know.
Yeah, good for her. Nice. Got knocked up by Korak, right?
A tree.
Good on him.
The tower is on a ridge, several hours from here.
Just because you said a dragon inside a dragon.
We know why, Kim. All right.
We know why. We just don't know why now.
I'm so ill. Oh, mate. My brain is just swimming in phlegm. Carry on.
Okay.
Let's go inside this dragon inside a dragon.
Is that where we're
No.
aiming?
You do not wish to go to Tiamat's prison. I do not advise it.
No, we're aiming for the lava lake.
No.
No? I thought
I just.
we were going for the tower.
My goodness. The tower is on a ridge several hours from here,
Oh, okay.
but I wanted to keep us away. As far as my scouting, I do know that there is at least one dragon that patrols the area, patrols around the tower.
Oh.
So we should be cautious. Move as quietly as we can.
Sure. Is there enough
Oh,
space?
I can cast pass without a trace bonus, Laura.
Yeah.
I also can do that.
Oh,
Me
that probably
too.
is. That's probably a better idea.
For me to do it rather than you?
Yes. I want to try and save my spells for healing.
I need to cast Animate Dead before I forget.
Yes.
Bone Bros, assemble.
You just reinvigorate the runes that bind them to your will. You're
Oh, I didn't realise-
talented
I didn't realise-
Necromancy.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, it's fun for me.
I find the undead a little distasteful, but if they're useful tools, you should use them however you can.
Oh, they've served me very well in combat.
You're
very
used to
well.
ordering around lesser individuals. You will do well here, Owlsra Void Walker. Well,
Busted.
shall we?
Sounds like me with you two.
Huh?
You are.
I'm just drinking.
You do have quite the patience, child of Asmodeus, Juto. Do you know much about your heritage? About your ancient ancestors and the deals that they made?
No, I did not have the benefit of an education when I was a child.
That's quite a shame. Your people, very powerful ones. They were the children of Asmodeus himself. All of that's why you have the features you have, your horns, your tails, some of you have cloven hooves, dark eyes. They all come from him, you know. But they they gave up their powers. Foolish of them, really, because now tieflings everywhere are ridiculed, treated as lesser than other creatures. I find the idea offensive to call such a magnificent creature lesser than. And she kind of gestures towards Cam. Like, I find it insulting. Why, I do not know, but they were once the most loyal of his soldiers, very powerful. That power still is within you, you know. It's just buried. It just needs to be unlocked. Shall we move?
No doubt you have the keys.
Me? No, I'm a devil through and through. But Lord Asmodeus does.
Interesting. Shall we go?
Yes, let's. Do not be so quick to judge the temptations of power. Temptation is a natural part of mortal life.
I am not interested in power.
Not even to protect people you care about.
I can protect them just fine.
Well, I have chosen the right people to assist me.
Yeah, worked real well for Trell, didn't it? Anyway.
Yes, it's your friend obviously made a very terrible deal long ago. Anyway, so what's the plan?
So Pass Without Trace, it lasts for an hour,
Yeah,
but she said it was going to take longer than that.
it'll take about an hour, 2 hours. So you could just cast it again, or Cam or Allura can cast it.
Yeah.
All right.
But it depends. Like, you don't have to move stealthily. Like, you could move for an hour and then cast it and then take the final approach.
I guess I could just also cast it the moment I sense something or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone have any scrying abilities? Can they look through
Yes.
something else?
I can scry.
I think we need to
But
look at
it's quite hard on somebody I don't know.
I believe.
Can you tell when I'm talking as Allura, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very clear. I think you should try it.
I can try, but he'll know if I try it. Nope, I can't. I don't have it prepared.
Damn.
I might be able to do it as a ritual. Nope, I think I've still got to have it prepared.
Cool. Cool. Well prepared.
I prepared myself for battle. I thought we were going to be fighting a lot of things.
We are going to be fine. We just
Exactly.
need to do a little bit of what's up there. Where are they positioned? Do we have to deal with 3?
Oh, I could
5?
conjure some woodland beings.
Great.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Look ahead. Look into their eyes and see what they see. So that we can assess where people are, where Arkhan is, where the priest is.
Can I use Primeval Awareness?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will, within a mile of us now, or, actually 6 miles, because mountains are my favourite terrain, apparently. I guess they sort of
You're not in mountains, man.
Wasteland.
What
There's
sort
a
of is
big
it
mountain
then?
over there!
You're in a planar. All right, I'll give you mountains.
Is it forest, grassland, or mountain?
I will give you mountains. I will give you favored terrain of mountains. These are hell mountains, but they are still mountains.
Still mountains, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so
Still
6 miles.
basically.
6 miles.
Are there, perchance, any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead?
Guess what? Yes. So, do you sense the number? Like, how much detailed information do you get, or do you just know if those things exist?
Oh. Okay. Oh, so Primeval Awareness, as it turns out, is much worse than what I'm used to. It just says, yeah or no.
Yes. I will be like, so we'll use slightly old school versions, which I think the revised Ranger, which I think told you like how many and a bit more information.
Yeah, it also said well, not location as such, but like,
Okay.
yeah.
You know that within 6 miles in the direction towards the tower, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dragons.
Oh god.
Of varying strengths. I will tell you that. They are varying in strength. There is 80 undead.
Oh.
Did you just pull that number out of your ass?
Sweet.
No.
Okay.
I got sent some early information from Chris Perkins.
And 80 was on that page.
84 undead.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
nice.
sorry. A little bit. That's much worse.
As well as
I mean, I do have a Destroy Undead.
6 fiends.
6 fiends. Okay.
12 fiends.
Sorry, 12.
I have that.
and an aberration.
I need to
That's
one
not-
thing.
No, monstrosity.
Instantly destroyed.
Is the monstrosity Cam Buckland?
No.
What's your turn on deck?
You are, and okay, that's just in the area towards the tower.
Oh.
6 miles, you say. How close to the pit of Tiamat are you?
Ah.
I will say you are not within range. Reynard,
Yes.
you can sense those things. You're kind of like focusing your attention on the tower, but as your sense begins to expand outwards, it's not within 6 miles, but it doesn't matter. Because from within that skull, within that mountain that is the prison of Tiamat, you have never felt a presence like it. It is both dragon and fiend.
And aberration.
It is so overwhelmingly powerful that it nearly buckles you to your knees. You have to steady yourself for a moment, stunned by the power of whatever dwells within it. There are hundreds of dragons around and inside that mountain. Hundreds.
That is
Cool.
And that's the one that didn't even ascend to godhood.
What's that?
That's the one that didn't even ascend to
Tiamat.
godhood.
That's Tiamat.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you meant the one that was trapped.
Who is absolutely a goddess.
But is trapped in the.
Is
thing.
trapped within
Okay,
it,
sorry, I was thinking about.
That's the one that
We should set her free.
Yeah, you
just
want to?
like-
Yeah,
yeah.
go for it.
wreak havoc.
Become
this
best
planet.
buds with Arkhan.
Sound like Karan there.
Oh, go for it, team! What a quizneck! Karan!
I mean, technically,
4 paladins!
there's no consequence
I love 'em.
to us not fulfilling our bargain with Kalista. I'm not saying
No.
this is. I'm saying this is a game. I'm just saying.
Well, if she dies. If she dies.
Do what we want.
Let's.
Yes, you will be here in Avernus. Nowhere near anywhere you need to go on your own.
Just banish myself.
Sure, yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah, you guys can
I'm out.
absolutely do that. Yeah.
Alright, let's move.
Back on track. Yeah.
Okay.
I can stealth at full speed as well.
Yes, do you want to go ahead of the team?
Yes.
Okay,
So I'll
give me a
go,
stealth check.
I'll go slightly ahead, and I've.
Whilst I get the stats for
The
Dragons.
Pit of Dragons. Whoop. Dragons.
I love how into Avernus Rhiannon is.
It's the
It's-
best place in the world.
I love it. Like, I love how much you love it.
I love it, but I'm
great.
also just like,
You're terrified.
Yeah,
is your
because
problem.
Juto doesn't have any lives left, so I'm just like,
Hey, you know what? I bet you Asmodeus can give you another life.
No, don't say that.
I bet he can.
Juto wanted a quiet retirement after this. She don't want to go fighting for Asmodeus.
Okay, what do we get on that stealth check?
19.
19. So, you notice after traveling for a good couple of hours, the dust, the sweltering heat, the impressive just presence of this plane weighs on all of you. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sweet. Let's see which one.
Yikes.
It's a black one.
Okay.
Yup, blup.
Yep, blup.
Yup, blup.
Okay. Alright, bad. What's the problem?
Yep, piece of shit.
So, what do we get?
14.
14?
6.
6?
16.
16?
19.
19. Laura's fine. Reynard, stealthing ahead of everybody. You are feeling exhausted. You gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, wow, okay.
Going into this fight. Shit.
Now, just as a reminder, things like Greater Restoration, I believe, gets rid of exhaustion levels. Or lesser. It might even be lesser. Just check if you have the spell.
Oh, this is disadvantage on ability checks.
Yes.
Exhaustion level 1. Okay.
So you are, you're tiring, but you're moving ahead of the rest of the party, and you basically come to an outcropping where you can see this rise, this kind of like sloped dirt and earth and rock, and atop it is a black tower. A dark tower looms on the horizon, its black spire rising hundreds of feet, its ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes. The tower's apex splits into 5 narrower spires that jab at the sky like clawed fingers. Circling above the tower's peak is a great white dragon stained with ash and soot. You can also see moving around at the top of the ramparts around the base of the tower, shuffling undead guards in various states of decay. Patrols of about 10 each.
Right. Well, I guess when everybody catches
And then
up-
everybody catches up, and you can see, like, Reynard is tired. You can tell he is exhausted.
Yeah. I'm like looking over, then I turn around and I'm just...
Why'd you run ahead?
So I could scout. So we
No,
don't
you
get
don't.
attacked.
Now you're tired.
Yes, but also...
Do you want some wine?
Haven't been... A little bit. Are you sure? Is
Yeah,
there any
go.
left?
No.
Great. Well, thanks.
There's a drop. There's a drop.
Thank you.
Now smash it.
I'm drunk.
Wow, that's fast.
I've never had wine. Okay, so I guess you can all see that. I relay all that information, plus you can also see it.
Yeah.
How
So
structural does this tower look?
It's made from black metal.
It would take considerable power to bring the tower down.
Yes. Yes, this is a made from thick metal, sculpted with magic. Stone, you imagine.
it's embedded into the ground many times over as well.
It also looks like this tower was maybe like not built here. It looks, well, not like built recently. This looks like maybe it's been taken over.
Does it look climbable?
There is definitely a tall slope, but it's kind of sloped up towards it. You could move around and slope up. The difficulty will be that it currently looks over this area where you're watching.
Yeah.
The difficulty will be approaching unseen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big eye at the top.
Yeah.
Big blazing eye.
Big blazing eye, big blazing squad at the top. Seen you at the crossroads.
I see you.
Mordor.
Copyright
You
strike.
see the white dragon kind of flies around and patrols, and then it perches at the top of the tower and like just scans around.
That's going to be a problem.
How do we want to stealth? Obviously, how do we want to get in there?
Stealthily.
Perfect. Well, I can help with that. But what route are we taking? There's guards patrolling the entire thing, and also him. Not sure if you spotted him, the dragon.
Is there such a thing as a back door?
Maybe we could try around the back
I can distract the undead. I can turn some of the undead away.
if they spot us.
If the,
Me too.
Yeah.
I can destroy them.
Destroy,
there?
turn, destroy. That's good. In that case, should we just go in,
A bold strategy.
but stealthy?
I would simply suggest that you prepare yourselves for battle. No plan survives contact with the enemy.
That is very true.
Eloquent.
If we can sneak into the tower, it will prevent the dragon from engaging us, and will prevent the large amounts of undead from being able to overwhelm us.
I mean,
I'm sure that there will be forces inside, but it will be easier to deal with them and then worry about the dragon and the undead later.
Looking at the tower, is there any windows? So it's just like the main gate, and then
The tower, it is Sauron, it's the Black Tower of Sauron, you know, it's this black kind of spined tower that raises up. I mean, sure, like, let's say that there are definitely windows. There are, you know, black iron, but they're not windows with glass, it's just like bars of like thick iron.
oh, okay. So even if we were to get up there somehow,
Yeah. The main entrance looks to be a pair of huge double doors behind like the main rampart walls around the main in front of the tower. So imagine you have like a wall and then the tower's in the middle of the walls. And then there seems to be like one big double-doored entrance with stairs leading up to it.
now I could individually dimension door us in. I don't know where we're going, but I can kind of vaguely guess to get past the ramparts at least. Mm-hmm. But that would waste a lot of my.
Also, I believe that the tower is protected against teleportations. Otherwise, I could have teleported us straight in there myself.
It'll at least take us right to the rampart wall.
I can teleport us directly to its walls, though my teleportation is quite obvious and visual.
Mine too. Mine makes a big door.
great. Yeah, that
Magical
won't
energy.
that won't work.
It will certainly If we can teleport straight to the doors, provided that they are openable, which I do not know if they are locked or warded, I do not know. But if we were to immediately appear before them and then simply enter, there shouldn't be enough time for the dragon or the undead to react and come to us that quickly.
Just get in the tower, yeah.
Yes.
I say we try that. Unless we can walk through a plant. Is there any weird plant around here, or tree that Alora can take us through?
I haven't seen a single tree since we've been here. I don't know if a servant of Tiamat is going to have flowers.
I mean, there could be plant life that's,
Ugly.
hardened to this kind of environment.
You haven't seen any. You've not seen living things.
Okay, well, and the door is closed.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself now.
Okay. Mark it down.
Done. Last 8 hours.
I'll do Pass Without Trace. So that lasts an hour
On all of us, or just yourself?
on everyone, yeah. So plus 10 to stealth checks.
That's 10. Okay.
Thank you.
Just in case.
I mean, dragons are pretty wise, right?
They are quite powerful creatures, yes?
So I couldn't, if spotted, dominate it or modify its memory.
I mean, you could try. I admire your bravery.
It's just whether it would just alert more attention or not if it fails. Which it has done in the past. Not all the time. I usually succeed at everything.
I'm sure you do.
I'm guessing walking up and knocking will not work.
I think that it depends.
Do they receive guests, visitors?
I can't say I've tried. Again, this one is... He is not a servant of Asmodeus. Any devils that have approached previously have been attacked, but I can disguise myself if need be. I can make myself look like an adventurer.
Okay.
My wings.
And then leading up to the tower, is there like this sort of ledge, I guess?
Yeah.
Leading up.
Imagine
to
like a flat kind of cliff edge, and then it slopes down at the back and then slopes round. So you have to like move up these sloped bits, and it takes you like a long way round, which means that anybody on the tower would see anybody kind of coming up, really.
Okay.
Or you could go to the base of the cliff and then climb up the cliff, and then you'd be up with the walls of the tower.
Do that.
So imagine as like, I'll try and draw this out. I know we don't necessarily have a webcam, but imagine like you kind of have like this is a hard cliff, and then you have like slopes kind of like this coming up here.
On either side of it, yeah.
Yeah, and then this is like a hard cliff edge, and then you have like the walls of the tower like that, and then the tower itself is in the middle here.
Sweet.
And where
you
are we?
guys-
We're miles away from
Yeah, I mean, you guys are like, imagine that there's like cliffs and rocks, outcroppings, and little bits that you're hiding in down that way, so.
We can make it up to the cliff face, and then Juto could Juto a way up, and then find a way, use rope and stuff to get us up.
Do you have any rope?
I always carry rope. I'm an adventurer.
I've got.
Do you have rope?
Well, I've got 50 feet of rope.
I have rope.
I also have rope.
Made out of hemp.
Hemp and rope.
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 So
50, 100,
Hemp and
150, 200 feet of hemp and rope.
Hemp and rope.
You will need to avoid the dragon's attention still.
We just need to get to that cliff face.
Stealth.
Yeah.
E.
Yes.
Stealthily.
Well, what's the worst that could happen?
We could die.
So those are the walls, and then I'll say that the actual main entrance to the tower is on this far side, because it would be on the side that it expects people to come up from.
Okay.
So it's like the tower. These are the walls. Undead basically patrol the walls. That's where Reynard saw all the undead. And then there are also smaller kind of like undead patrols that seem to be along these sides.
Okay. So from the direction we're coming in, it's actually relatively safe.
I mean, it's big open plain. Even without Pass Without Trace, like, it will help, but it's definitely difficult to stealth over an open area. If you have no way of, like, making yourselves invisible, like casting invisibility, or, using things like darkness and stuff like that. You can do it. You can still do it without Pass Without Trace. It's just harder because it's big, open, blasted wasteland.
I mean, I have already cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
I have darkness, but it only covers 60 foot.
Let's just try, I guess.
Yeah.
How big is the distance between us and the cliff face?
Quite far, I would say, from the nearest point of cover, because I'm assuming that you'd stay in cover until there's just like nothing. We'll say 120 feet.
Cool.
So you're basically, if you dash, most of you, it will be 2 turns. Like, you have to make 2 stealth checks to get from your cover to the cliff wall and basically press yourselves up against it.
Yeah.
And the dragon still might be able to sense you don't know.
I think it'd still be very, very suspicious if I suddenly cast a cloud of darkness in the middle of an open field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's
just
do it.
Yep.
There's no other plan.
Very well.
So, move forward. We've got stealth.
Well, I will render myself invisible, but I will still move stealthily.
Thank you.
Dragons can see through in such illusions.
Oh, okay, great. All right, let's just try it. And if not, 5 dragons is how many I've killed.
So we've got plus 10 to stealth.
Yes, you currently have plus 10. So Kalisa gets 25 on her stealth.
I cast guidance on myself for an extra D4.
Oh dear.
not very good. Laura's at 16.
That's not very good.
Yeah, that was like with the plus 10. I
Oh,
rolled a
with
3.
plus 10.
Yeah, because it passed without trace. So what we're looking at on stealth checks,
22.
25.
it's mainly the lowest persons, which is the difficulty. but
27.
We'll do this as a group check. So
23.
27, 20,
So 22 so far.
22,
25.
25, 27,
23.
23. Between all of it and then Kalisa got 25. Even with Alora's like bringing you down, it's still very high. I'll set a high difficulty for the dragon or the undead. The undead, I don't think, can see you. They're dumb as shit. They're just like... but the dragon obviously is a different story.
Do I need to do 4 for my bone bros?
You will, yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I got their stats rocking and
Dragon
rolling.
still
They're
does
also
not
dumb
see.
as fuck.
They are also dumb as fuck. They are
Could you not,
literally.
like,
Ooh, no,
desummon
dragon's
them
really
and then
good.
resummon them?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's not like they're not summonable. They should literally make them bones.
Yeah, I
They
don't
have
have
to
I
be
don't have
them.
stealth stats for them. So
Their dex is probably very low, so
Yeah.
let's say +2.
+2 for dex. Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So they have a +2 to their stealth checks.
16. They get 18.
18, so plus another 10.
28.
28. They're
Nice.
actually the stealthiest out of all of you.
Well, they haven't got any flesh on them, have
No, they just don't make a noise. They're just silently like running.
No!
I love how I looked at Rhiannon and we both had the same idea of like Naruto run.
Ezra was so cool!
What are you talking about? Now she's even more cool.
I'm already a samurai
She's got
fighter.
the power of God and anime on her side.
Literally, I've got a
You
god
know
and
that she's
anime on my
literally a
side.
samurai, right? Like,
You know they're gonna Naruto run Area 51, right?
yeah.
They're all gonna die.
They can't get us all!
Well, that's what we're doing, except Area 51.
You kind of are. So as you begin running, you run over and in about halfway between this thing, about 60 feet until the cliff face, you watch this white dragon's head pop up and begin looking around. Now, I'm not going to immediately be like, oh, you've been discovered, like the dragon's going to fight, roll initiative. It is alert that something is going on. Everybody needs to make stealth checks, or... Well, everybody makes stealth checks, but I will also say you can do, if you want to do something to try and distract it, if you want to try and do something to, throw it off, you can do.
Okay,
But everyone still needs to make stealth checks.
sure, I'll do that anyway.
Me and the bros. Oh dear.
17.
Really look at that.
Oh my
Are we
god,
still
I'm
plus
rolling
10?
terribly.
Oh yeah, but
Plus 10, still plus 10.
it's still in that one.
15.
I rolled in that one for Elora, and I got a 3 for Kalisa, so...
18. But
23.
I'd like to disguise self as one of the undead on the tower.
Okay, yeah, you can just make yourself look like a zombie. You basically make yourself look zombified.
17,
That's one of 6.
27.
I'm gonna dive to the ground, but at the same time fire my crossbow bolt like way off into the distance, because that when it lands will make a thunderous.
Are you just firing it off into a random direction, or are you going to try and target like where you came from, or like... Because at the moment it's just like open blast.
So that it would look away from us.
Okay.
So
You're trying to shoot off
either
to the
past
side,
it
left
or
and
like,
right, basically.
yeah,
Okay.
either past it or left and right.
Okay. So you find that.
I'd like to cast False Life on myself at level 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of temporary hit points I think you gain.
Yeah.
How many is that? Like 30
It's
temporary hit points?
1d4 plus 24.
That's a very
Roll a d4.
panicked reaction to.
Boss life.
So that's 25 temp hit points.
But why?
Because I can.
I love it.
It's literally the only thing I can do.
31 stealth. Oh my god, okay.
Does that get me to the wall?
So yeah, so you got 31, you got like 18, but you make yourself look like an undead.
Yeah.
What do the Bone Bros do?
Bone Bros are stealthing.
Okay, roll a stealth.
They got 27 on their
They're
stealth.
posed.
27 on their
Yeah.
stealth, oh my god.
They are ninjas.
Reynard, you
training.
drop, but then you fire off to the side.
Yeah, but I got 15 on stealth.
Okay, 15.
With a plus 10.
Elora basically...
That one.
Elora stumbles and falls down next to you, like she like falls down on the ground. And Kalisa is running, but then kind of... I think she probably would get distracted or like, she's like, shit. She like curses in Infernal and is like rushing thing.
That's
Juto,
right.
you slide to the corner of the cliffside and you press yourself up. The Bone Bros kind of move next to Cam and they're kind of running alongside.
Don't
But
hold
Cam,
the arms
you
out.
change the way you're moving or are you just still running but looking like a zombie?
No, I'll shamble.
So you'll start like, and you're kind of following the Bone
I'm
Bros.
a performer. I got
Yeah.
a plus 20 or something.
Okay. So,
Plus 13.
roll a performance check. You dive to the ground. You and Alora on the ground. Kalisa's with you.
21.
21.
Disguise kit.
So, the dragon, its wings fly up and it roars. This kind of roar deafens around and it takes to the sky. It has without a doubt seen Reynard, Elora, and Kalisa. It does not seem to be bothered by the sound of the crossbow bolt. It's figured out that that's not the immediate threat.
It's like this place is filled with explosions and thunder.
Yeah. However, the rest of you do manage to get to the cliffside and press yourselves up against it and basically are hidden for the time being. Or it doesn't seem to register you as something that it shouldn't know.
It may
You and
explode.
you and the skeletons are like, well, it just assumes that you might be skeletons. Or part of Arkhan's forces.
Okay.
So,
Split pie. Good start.
Can I put down some dice just for reference for like where we are?
Sure.
yeah, sure.
Like,
yeah.
so like,
So what happens
I'm
is...
with Elora and
The dragon flies down but perches itself on the cliff face. So those of you who are pressed up against it, this dragon head is like looming over you but hasn't spotted you. It's just looking down at Reynard, Elora, and Kalisa who are currently like in the open basically. I actually have your minis here.
oh sweet, yeah.
I'm-
Let's do that.
I wave.
What?
I mean, see me.
Yeah, it's looking at them.
At least be friendly. Ask for forgiveness.
In hell?
Yeah. I might just say to him like, hey,
Yeah.
worked, lol.
Yeah.
The dragon roars, and it looks like if you it's just watching you with its jaws unhinged. Stay where you are.
Right.
And Laura just is like, what do we do? What do we do?
We stay where we are.
Two more.
Kalisa's like,
I mean, do you have a better plan?
The monkey.
no.
Of course you
Well,
hear.
she just looks to you, Reynard, and telepathically she communicates with you and Alora. We should just fight it. We don't
Us
want to be
three?
taken prison. Well, the others are hidden.
Is that what it's going to do? Is it going to imprison us now?
I imagine so. I'm intruding on his tower. You hear in the distance like the sound of like metal.
Okay.
I will follow your lead. I will help you in battle, but you should think what they have at least the element of surprise against it.
We
And she telepathically communicates with Juto, Cam, and Alzra the same thing of like, if it has not detected you, are we fighting it or not?
We do need to get in.
You see alongside the dragon about 20 skeletal archers
Oh, okay.
begin looking down as well.
Have they got ranged weaponry?
They all have bows.
Bastards.
So let's kill him.
Huh?
Let's kill him.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, I suppose in that case, I'm gonna just hold out the figurine of wondrous power.
Okay. And you summon the bronze griffin.
Yep.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't sell it.
Let me just write down some things.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to write down initiatives for 20 skeletons.
No, I am. Alzra.
How high up is this cliff face?
I'd say the cliff is, let's call it 50 feet. It's like a 50-foot cliff. And then the walls are about 20 feet tall.
It's just about the right length for some hemp
But
and
they're
rope.
on the wall.
Yes, the skeletons are on the
So
wall.
70 feet.
They're 70 feet above you, yes.
Interesting.
I do have a longbow.
Okay. Well, we've got about half an hour, so this isn't going to finish today, but we'll carry on next week. So, let me just roll up some of my initiatives here. I've got a lot of stuff to worry about. So,
Should we start rolling initiatives then?
yes,
Yep.
please, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll need to do that.
Rock and
Natural
roll.
20! I have no idea what to do.
So that's me and then Bone Boys.
Tink booted.
1, 2.
I've got a long time to wait.
Why is it
Oh
bad?
my god.
Okay.
It's not the best.
That's
So
not bad.
13 for me. Bone Bros get.
Bone Bros come
11.
with you.
Oh, fuck. Everybody's got this.
You command the Bone Bros.
I do command the Bone Bros.
Yeah.
So I don't need initiative. Yeah.
No.
What am I talking about?
Same as with the Griffin. I'm not going to command the Griffin. No. Well, I command the Griffin.
You've got the stats for it, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take the lowest.
Okay, let's hear some
111.
initiatives. I should roll for Elora. What did Elora get? 11 plus 3, 14. So, Alzra, initiative.
11.
Reynard,
18.
18. Juto,
25.
25. Cam.
10.
Okay, so the triggering of everything kicking off is you bringing forth this figurine and watching it grow into this great bronze griffin that kind of stands before you. The dragon is like, fools! Begins to react. However, the first in the initiative is Juto!
He has no idea what to do.
Fight! You see this dragon is like beginning to rear up, ready to pounce down.
And it's 70 foot above us.
It is currently 70 feet above you, yeah.
So if I run up the wall,
Yep. How far can you run?
55 foot movement.
So that would get you to the top of the cliff,
There.
but at the bottom of like with 15 foot of wall to go.
So I could use my action and bonus action to like,
You could use bonus. You could spend a key point to dash, and then
Dash.
you'd get another. You'd be on top of the walls.
and then no. So if I'm 55 up, and then get onto him,
You want to get on the dragon.
yeah. And then
Yeah?
but then I don't have anything to do anything.
You got an action left. If you could spend a key point to dash, you'd have your action.
It's in a super vulnerable position though.
Does, but it's badass. You guys have fought a dragon before. I will tell you that this dragon looks to be about the same size as dragons you fought before.
Okay.
Smaller than the ones you fought in the very end of the campaign against
So
Talsval.
not the one
You
that
would
crunched.
imagine this is an adult dragon. This is not an ancient dragon.
Not the one that crunched.
About the same size as the one that crunched Reynard, the blue dragon. It's an adult.
Yeah,
Well-
that almost killed me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was bad.
Ranger!
Ranger.
But you're higher level now.
True. True.
And there's more of you. And you have an Iranis.
Yep.
Roll initiative for.
have an Iranis.
Did I?
Also, I have a Griffin.
I have 4
Do I need to roll for the Griffin?
No, just command it on your turn. You're going to use it as a mount, right? You're just going to fly around on it and have it maybe make attacks.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. So okay, I will run up. I'll get on the dragon. I'm gonna hit it. if I hit it, I'd like to stunning strike it as well.
Okay. Yeah, the skeletal archers have bows out, so I'm not going to have them make opportunity attacks as you run past the group of them.
You're not.
No, they're not. They run up. You run up onto the dragon, who's like, as you run along his arm up until it like.
12 plus. What's 12 plus 12? 24.
24 hits.
So.
Oh no! Dragon! Dragon!
8 points regular damage.
Yep.
That's a dragon.
6 points ice damage.
That does nothing.
2 points fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, immune to cold.
Okay.
I will tell you that now.
And then can I spend a key point to stunning strike it? Please make
You
it
had already used your bonus action. Oh, it's a stunning strike?
It's
Yes.
a stunning strike.
Yes. Constitution saving throw?
Yeah,
110
DC 16.
Lovely. 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you try and pierce down into its
dragon.
muscle. You have
Yeah.
two base attacks, don't forget.
2 base attack.
Yeah, because you got extra attack.
I do.
You just can't flurry.
16 to hit.
It's not enough. Not too far off, but not enough.
That's me.
That's you done. At the end of your turn, it will make a tail attack against you with its legendary action.
Will it hit itself though? Because I'm like on it
No.
for that.
16 to hit.
Yeah, I was like, question
No.
You dodge to the side as this tail tries to slap you on the back. After Juto, we go to Reynard and Kalisa. So you go first.
Okay. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And then I guess jump on my griffin and have it fly like 80 feet.
Sure.
So how far away is it?
70 feet.
Right.
In a diagonal.
Could I have the griffin fly me so that I'm in like a line, like horizontal along the line of archers?
Sure. Yeah, with 80 feet, sure. One side of the archers, so you'll catch 10 of them.
Yeah. Okay, because I can do, what is it? Is it Hail of Thorns or is it Barrage I'm thinking of?
I mean, your abilities, man.
Okay, no, I'll do a Conjure Barrage, so it's a 60-foot cone. So whatever position I
will-
be in to hit the most.
You will hit 10 skeletal archers
Okay.
and the dragon.
Okay, cool.
Dragon mini.
I do. I'm not going to bring minis out because this isn't really to scale.
Sweet. They need to
We're
do
in
a
the theatre of the mind.
dex save.
I'll make one check for all of the skeletons.
What?
For 11.
Imagine that kind of like
Fail.
Borg highflings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all probably being commanded.
The dragon is an 8.
Perfect. That is 3d8. 14, 15 Damagios.
How many HP do your skeletons have, Alzra?
They only have the 13.
All 10 skeletal archers die.
Sweet.
You just basically bam, 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 like a machine gun as magical ammo refills the crossbow.
Nice.
How much damage was it to the dragon?
15.
15.
That's sweet.
As bolts thud, thud, thud into its chest.
Yes.
As the skeletal archers like, and their bones are just shattered everywhere. But you can now see from your elevated position more undead coming. Some of them with melee weapons, some of them have bows. You've killed 10, there's another 70 or so undead.
Fine, that was turn 1.
Kalisa will
turn
Kalisa will take to the air. Her wings, she flies 60 feet up, pulls out a long bow, and then will fire 3 times at the dragon.
3 times?
Yep.
That's quick.
Yeah.
She's one speedy boy.
She hits with the first one. She misses with the second one. She hits with the third one. This is.
Oh, I have
God.
vanish. Just vanish.
So
But
this
she
is.
It stayed.
But she's got an
Oh.
invisibility ring.
She does.
We could have avoided all of this.
Well, that's only a couple of you would have got in. So that's another 13. And then the dragon must make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Passes. passes.
Oh.
You can see that every arrow that Kalisa fires drips with like a thick Icarus goo. That's just, but it like as these things hit, it just roars in pain, like infernal wrench.
Oh. Hey.
He has not arrived yet. Neither have they. Elora will.
Best not to know, really.
Light. Yeah. No. What?
Help for us.
Elora will.
Tony for dragon.
She will ask you guys because I don't really want to control her too much. Should I deal with the skeletons or the dragon? It looks like you have the dragon knocked. I can probably take out all the other skeletons.
Sure.
Skeleton.
She will summon an ice storm on the skeletons.
Woo!
How many other skeletons? I thought you took
There's
more
10
out.
more. No, he took out 10 on one heart on one side. So he kind of flew up, took out 110.
Right.
Elora's going to take out the other 10 on the other rampart. So imagine you got like a long stretch of wall, dragon in the middle, and there was 2 groups of skeletons. But there are more skeletons like filtering up as well.
The dragon taking flight yet?
Not yet, no. It's not had its turn yet. All of the skeletons die.
Oh.
Sweet.
What, the 10 or the 70?
The 10. the
Okay.
10. I mean, I will just roll damage
I've
just
got
in
rid of
case.
20 of the 70.
But
Pretty good.
Oh, the 84, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there is still dragon.
I will just roll just to make sure.
I saw a dragon. No, mother. Just an ordinary.
No, mother.
Don't. Yeah, she kills all of the other skeletons. They just crumble. As this storm of ice smashes the skeletons to pieces.
Perfect.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm like controlling a lot of things. I'm controlling a lot of things right now. I believe it is Alzra's go.
I'm gonna cast Cloud Kill on the Dragon, please.
Okay. Sure. Are you gonna try and target it so it doesn't hit Juto? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of like you're targeting his chest area and like the vapors kind of up. So tell us what Cloud Kill. Go.
Cloud Kill.
Is that actually
Cool.
a spell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made that
So
up.
it's a poisonous fog that I'm gonna exhale from my mouth, and it's gonna go around this dragon, and it's gonna take 5d8 poison damage.
Do I
It's-
saving throw?
Saving throw, con 17, please.
5d8 poison damage. I'm immune to poison.
You're immune to poison. 18 spell save.
God!
Half damage.
5d8.
Yeah.
I know. Oh,
Oh,
6, 12, 13.
She rolled 666!
19. I did roll 666. That's brutal. You got 18, 19, 20, 22.
22,
So
so
11.
half 11.
11.
yeah, but still, you got to cast Cloud Kill.
Cloud Kill!
This noxious vapor, and it remains. I think it stays
Yeah, it
there.
stays
Oh, does
for,
it?
stays for 10 minutes. It's a
Okay.
concentration
I
spell.
believe until it's blown away by a strong
The
gust
fog
of
moves
wind.
10 feet away from you at the start of each of your turns, rolling on the surface of the ground. The vapors, being heavier than air, sink to the lowest level of the land, even pouring down openings. So it's gonna
It's going to
fall
further
on
down.
us.
Well, at the end of your turn, the dragon's wings begin to beat viciously. It's going to take its secondary legendary action, wing attack. Each creature within 10 feet. So Juto, not you. You're on top of it. It's still within 10 feet of the creature. I think just Juto at this point. But it's
The people underneath.
nah, they're like 70 feet below it. So.
Oh, okay.
But the wing is enough to disperse the cloud kill. It just kind of like just
Cool.
blows the cloud kill away.
Okie dokie.
It does not want to be doing that. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please,
Roll.
Juto?
Roll. So I can do 5d8 damage.
Do I have advantage on those?
Nope.
Because of evasion?
No, evasion means that if a saving throw would allow you to save for half,
Effects that use a dex saving throw.
yeah, it affects that use a dex saving throw. If you would normally take half damage from a success, you take no damage and half on a failure. That's how evasion works.
24.
24, you succeed. Nope, you just basically take nothing. However, the dragon does take to the air and basically raises about 20. Oh no, it can go up to half its movement speed. It will go 40 more feet into the air, so it's about 110 feet off the ground now.
Jeez.
How will it far?
It's about 110 feet off the ground.
Off of the tower, though.
From the tower, it's 40 feet off. but from the ground of the cliff face below,
Yeah.
it's 100.
If I jump off right now, it's alright.
You could jump onto the side with the walls, yes. You could just jump onto that side. That was at the end of Alzra's go. Cam Buckland.
Yes.
Unless you would like to do anything else as a bonus action, you can command the Bone Bros.
I can come on the go over bros. Okay.
Come on, the Gungor.
Okay, quickly, I'm going to get Famine and Pestilence to shoot their bows at the dragon.
Sure, go for it.
Wah, wah, wah. So I do 1d20 for both of them,
No,
or
you
two?
can roll this separately. Yeah,
separate.
because they're like it's only 2 creatures.
What?
Part of your character.
Oh, that one, and 14. Let me just have a look at my equipment real quick. Longbow D, that's a +8, so that one's a 9, and that one is a 23.
That's gonna hit.
Cool, so this boy gets a d8 +3 for bonus, that is a 7.
7 points of damage.
Good boy.
Hey, it all helps.
Claps for boys.
Famine fires a mean-looking arrow, thuds into the creature's hide. Cam Buckland.
So it's just gone away.
It's
Really?
flown up 110 feet
Love
from you.
that. Big fan. In which
You can hear
case,
the rattling of bones and creatures behind the walls above you.
if I was to climb this cliff face
Yes.
and I use my 30-foot movement,
Yeah.
can I just cling on halfway up?
Yeah. You just continue your movement up. Yeah.
Looking at the ramp around the side,
Yeah.
how far is that?
It's pretty far because it's obviously that's not to scale. It's quite far. Like the tower is enormous. You're probably talking like 100 feet just to the where it begins to ramp round.
In which case I will dash so I make it to the top of the cliff face.
You're gonna climb. Athletics check.
Easy peasy. This is going to be the best roll ever.
Yeah.
6.
Good.
Total. You can't make progress. You get about 10 feet up and you're just like, yeah. Like it's hurting your hands. There's not enough
Scraping
grip.
your belly.
Yeah, it's just scraping you all to pieces. Kalisa looks down and it just shakes her head. Would you like to do anything else? So that was just your movement.
Can I get a hand?
Yeah. I think like Kalisa will look over at Reynard like, are you going to or?
I'm in the air. I'm flying.
So is she. She's
Oh,
flying.
right. She's next to me. Sure.
Alright, you please go and get it. Alright, so are you just gonna delay?
I'm going to delay an action, which is I'm going to cast Dawn, which is a 30-foot, 40-foot
I think there's a 40th level spell.
Yeah.
on the dragon
Okay.
when it's in range.
Okay. Sure, I love it. So, right. Dragon! Dragons go! It's a dragon! There's a lot of you at the base of this cliff, isn't there? So, let's go over positioning. So, Elora is currently on the ground, in the middle. Juto is on the dragon.
Yeah.
Bone Bros,
So she's up here.
yeah. Bone Bros plus Alzra plus Cam are all down below.
He's up on the wall.
Yeah.
This guy's flying around.
He's flying around, so let's not him. Okay, so the maximum number of creatures it can hit in its icy blast is the dragon basically flies down, so it turns around and flies down. So your thing will go off as well as its thing. So, but it points at you. It's about 60 feet in the air above you, as you and the others are all on the base around the thing. And it breathes a cone of frost down on all of you. I need you, the Bone Bros, and Alzra to all make dexterity constitution saving throws.
Should I cross the Bone Bros now? Or?
They're strapped going to be dead.
I would remove the Bone Bros now.
Yeah, they're
Because
straight
half damage,
They're gone. Goodbye.
yeah.
We will meet again.
I don't know where.
I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to use the
There's no way.
I'm going to use the
So-
average damage on this. I'm not rolling this.
Wow.
15.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't laugh at that.
alright. So,
Constitution.
con, that is a 7.
A whole 7.
An entire 7.
Alzra, Cam Buckland, and the Bone Bros, you take 54 points of cold damage. Now, is anybody resistant to cold damage?
I needed that temp HP.
Yeah.
Oh, that temp HP was a great call.
Yeah.
You should have been at full HP, by the way, because you did take a long rest.
Yeah, I am at full
Yeah,
HP.
but that temp HP
That's
absorbs
gone,
a lot
yeah.
of it. So that kind of false life, this like grave-like pallor that you conjured, absorbs a ton of it, and then you get the remaining cold blasted through. You take 54 points.
Because I was like sliding back down, I'm
Yeah.
just like blasted with ice.
You're just
I just
blasted.
peel away.
So there's like a cam-shaped
like
Silhouette
hole,
noise.
yeah, like in the wall where it's covered in rime and frost. There's a can-shaped hole as he slides down.
Can I just put one finger up and cast Dawn?
Now you cast Dawn.
Thank you.
You cast
So is
it
that
when it doesn't hit me.
55?
I can cast it
It's a
at
cylinder.
a 30-foot
Vertical
radius
cylinder.
with
Yeah.
40-foot height.
So it's going to hit you.
Can I not target its face?
Oh, sweet.
So how
okay.
tall is it?
40 feet.
Yeah, then you can do it without hitting Juto, yeah.
Yeah.
You can conjure it basically directly under the dragon.
And I can move it every round up to
Okay,
60 feet.
sure. So
It's a
what do I
con
do?
saving throw.
Con saving throw. It
Verse-
loves these. You guys keep giving it con saving throws. It
Yep.
loves them.
It's a chance though.
Oh my god, I rolled a 3. 14.
Boom.
Wow!
That's a fail.
That's garbage.
Yeah.
It's plus 11 to that save.
Wow!
But it's dead, so.
So what we're talking?
4d10.
4d10.
Wow!
Okay.
I mean, yeah, all my dice are here. You can always just use them, bro.
Pow!
One.
1, no. 18.
18 points.
Whoa.
But you can move it and like keep doing it every round, right? It's like Moonbeam. It's like Mega Moonbeam.
But it's Dawn.
Yeah. So you watch as this kind of column of golden light, you struggle, and there's almost a moment where you're worried that Avandra's not going to answer, and then just this column
Yeah,
of light
buddy!
burns through. Yeah, absolutely.
But kind of frosted.
So that was what the dragons go. That's the whole dragon's turn as it flew and it did its breath weapon. The undead on the ramparts are destroyed, but then more begin moving up. Another 20 undead take the thing. More begin to basically climb down. You see like undead begin climbing down the walls.
Here we go.
And you can hear more kind of like scampering around the sides as well. Right, brand new round. Juto.
I'm going to attack, extra attack, and then step of the wind, get off this thing.
Okay.
So, first attack. 8 and 12 is 20.
Hits.
And it can't take any cold damage,
Does
right?
take cold damage, so
Okay.
don't worry about rolling.
So that is 8, 9, 10, 11 regular damage, 1 fire damage, and a stunning strike, please. DC 16.
So that was 12 damage total, wasn't it? 11 normal and 1 fire.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yep. And then stunning strike, con save.
16.
Ooh. Fails. 4 plus 11 is 15.
Oh.
I will use a legendary resistance to succeed instead.
That's one I'm using.
Sorry.
Gotta use them up though.
Second attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's only got 2 left. I don't mind telling you guys.
17 plus 12.
Hits.
So 8, 9, 10, 11,
11 more damage.
12, but plus 4,
11 plus 4, 15.
15, yeah. And then. Fuck it, I'm gonna stunning strike that one as well. Let's do it.
Spend those key points. Natural 20.
Okay. So I'd like to step in the wind, which means I can disengage.
Yep.
So where am I? Like, so because we moved.
It was, the dragon moved, you're kind of riding on its back. It was 60 feet up in the air, above camp. So it's 60 feet off the base of the Avernus itself, not on the walls. It flew down.
It's got a full 60 feet.
I can do
Slow
that.
fall, she's got slow fall.
Yeah,
She literally can
75
ignore
foot.
that. Yeah. So you just jump down.
I'm just wondering whether or not to jump onto the
You
ridge
could
or-
jump from it onto the ramparts
Yeah.
and be surrounded by skeletons
That's the
and then
thing.
fuck them up.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because my
Flip
jump,
over.
my jump distance
You just
doubles.
land in the middle as the rest of these skeletons like pile in, and sensing a melee threat, they be like a bunch of them drop their bows. About 8 of them drop their bows and pull out like blades from their rib cages or something. They're just like, and then they're like, and then
tear
they
an arm off.
march on
There we
to fight Juto. At the end of your go, nope, dragon's not actually in orange. It's only got a 15-foot reach. Yep. Okay. That's annoying. Juto, at the end of your go, there's that. Reynard.
Could I have the griffin focus down one thing while I do my own separate turn, or am I? Okay.
Sure. Why not?
Could
I'm
I?
making you fight an army of undead and a dragon. And more stuff that's not arrived yet.
Yeah.
What?
Carry on.
Okay. Could I have the griffin fly like along the ridge at the top and just, I mean, it's made of bronze, just
You wanted to just try and
plow
smash
into all the skeletons while I'm shooting at the dragon?
through? Sure.
That's very cool.
Sure. Yeah. Make a melee attack for the griffin.
Okay, because it turns out there's like a Beastmaster bonus for the griffin as well, so it has my proficiency bonus added to it.
You're not a beastmaster though.
Don't care.
You're not a beastmaster.
But it says
Doesn't no.
Ranger Companion.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well,
You're not a beastmaster.
yeah, but
You're a hunter.
But it's mine.
Just roll the normal attack, please, Thomas. Without
Son of a
beastmaster.
bitch. All right, it does. Sorry.
Excusez-moi.
19.
19. Yeah. Okay. Roll damage for it. Like its most damaging attack.
1d8 or 2d6?
2d6. 2d6.
5.
Okay. What I'm going to say is it barrels in and make a dex save for these skeletons. Nope, they fuck up. So it plows through 2 or 3 of them,
Right.
and just sends them flying. Just like kills 2, 3 of them. But it's not a lot of them kind of like either turn away or the griffin is kind of unwieldy and it kind of smashes through, and you're still trying to aim on it at a certain time. But it takes out about 3 of them. And then you turn around and shoot with the crossbow towards the thing.
Cool, because I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow.
Okay.
So the next time I hit, I do something cool.
Okay.
And I shoot twice.
Sure.
So, boom, sharpshooter. I said it before the results came
You
out.
did.
I
I will give it to you.
wish I hadn't.
Let's see what you get. I don't mind. I like you guys doing lots of damage. It's fun.
Yeah. Then he does lots of damage back.
13, 17.
Neither hit. Bolts go flying.
No, sorry, I'm really dumb. It's -5, not -10.
Yes.
So, 18, 22. Cool.
Who is this guy?
It's plus 10 damage, minus 5 to the attack roll.
Yes, I thought it was -10.
Roll your
And I
damage.
don't know what the plus was. 2d6, 1d8.
Who do we
For one of them.
appreciate? Reynard.
Arr,
Hey.
8,
the Void Walker.
14, plus 6, so 20 for one of the shots. The other one, the lightning arrow, is 4d8. Does that one also do thunder damage?
No.
Hunter's mark?
No. Yeah, Hunter's Market would still fly.
Oh, I love Reynard.
I mean, maybe it doesn't, but I'm saying it does.
5.
Come out in the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Bruh.
7.
Bruh.
12.
He's paralysed by numbers.
20. Is that plus 6 as well or no? No, it wouldn't.
No, it doesn't get your bonus, no.
20 lightning.
Bolt thuds in. Feel the dragon come up.
Is there anything within 10 feet of that?
Of 10 feet of the dragon? No, otherwise it'd be attacking other people.
Okay, cool. Nice. Alright,
Everyone's fucking run away from it.
40 Damagios.
40 damage.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Kalisa will. You didn't go and help Cam, but
Oh yeah, I was
Cam
gonna
looks
do
like.
that.
I don't think she thinks you're very good. She just thinks you're a bit shit. So she's gonna shoot the dragon 3 times.
Yeah.
First one hits.
Got a big fucking
got-
beam of light or something.
She got to hit plus 7, so 25. That hits.
Sorry, I forgot to help.
Second one misses. Third one misses. She only hits once that time. 7 plus
Kind of helping
14,
by smashing the skull
25 total damage.
Bros.
So you watch as another fucking arrow like thuds into the dragon. Another fucking arrow. It thuds into its neck and just
Unnecessarily aggressive.
the wound, the flesh around the arrow just turns black as whatever poison on her arrows like seeps in.
Ah, sweet.
Fucking arrow.
It will use, so it will use its wing attack, but nothing's within range of it. But then it gets to move down and it will probably fly up towards Reynard. It will literally like fly up next to you and everything. But it doesn't hit anything with its wings. They've not arrived yet.
Did it end its turn in the cylinder of light?
No, it moves out of it actually.
Yep.
That's what it uses its wing attack to move. Elora on her turn. Like, how bad is Cam?
Huh?
How
He's
bad
half-
is Cam?
Half bad.
Half bad.
A bit over half bad.
She will run over to Cam and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Thanks.
Just because I know it's not going to be a lot. 10, 13, 14, 19 hit points back.
Cool. Spicy. Thanks.
Did you make a concentration check for Dawn? Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? DC would be 20.
Natural 20.
Then you keep concentration on it. Concentration maintained.
Hit. Finger's still pointing in the
Wagging
air.
now.
Yeah.
Waggling.
It's waggling.
No, no, no.
You didn't say the magic word. Alzra.
I cast it after.
Oh, actually, what?
Technically cast Dawn after the frost.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Fair enough. Just before you go, Alzra, at the end of Cam's turn, the dragon is going to try and tail attack Reynard.
Better not.
It is for a 23 to hit. 15 bludgeoning damage.
But does that also hit the Griffon?
No, it targets you.
15 bludgeoning.
Yeah. I'm just going to try and rattle through this very last turn, and then we're going to end the stream. So, Alzra.
So how high is the dragon?
The dragon is now 60 feet above where you are.
Damn.
So, if I were to say create a column of Skelly Bros and climb up the Skelly Bros to get on the dragon.
Sorry.
Don't
So you
kill
want to
me.
cast Animate Dead,
Yep.
and then have the bones form into like a tower of men,
Yeah.
and then have them like carry you or you climb up.
Like they lift me up and then so one holds me and then they sort of get.
So if
up.
every skeleton is, let's say, an average of, let's be generous, 6 feet each, 12, 24,
So how many would I need?
they would lift you, I'd say they could lift you 30 feet and then you'd be within 30 feet of the dragon.
Okay. So can I do that?
Sure! Yes!
Yes!
You cast Animate Dead.
I'll do that at level 4.
Okay.
I haven't got any level 5 spell slots left.
Okay, I think you get more skeleton men. But
Yes.
there's no bones around nearby. There's bones up on the ramparts. So you
Oh,
can
there's loads
construct
up
them
here.
up there.
I've got the original boys.
You got the original boys.
So many
So you do
bones.
those 4, then you can have 2 up on the ramparts.
Sweet. And then and I guess what I'll do is I've got a rope, so as my bonus.
You want to lasso the
I want to
dragon.
lasso the dragon
lot
and
of
then try and
Yes.
swing up onto
Oh,
it.
no. The Animate Dead, the Bone Boys column, I'm just going to say happens.
Yes.
But when you get up, you kind of start spinning the rope.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be... Make a ranged attack, as if you were using a
Okay.
ranged weapon.
Okay, I've got my longbow.
So use the same attack bonus for the longbow.
D8 plus 3.
No, it's in the
Oh,
attack
the
bonus.
thingy.
So the roll
Yeah.
You've got to
Plus
try and
8.
hit this thing.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
21.
21?
Ooh, it catches onto one of its claws, and then you yank it, and you're now holding it on to this thing.
Cool.
You're about 30 feet
And
underneath
then
it.
I've got my
I love it though.
I got my action surge. So then I take an
Yes.
extra action to then just swing up onto it.
What do you want to do? Just swing
I want
onto
to
the dragon,
swing
or do you
onto
want
the
to try
dragon.
and make an attack?
I want to swing on. Oh, I could try and make an attack.
You could
couldn't I?
swing and then poof, but I'll
Oh yes. Okay. Can I swing? And then can I use my 9 lives steal a longsword
yes.
and try and
you can.
insta
So
kill
you
the
start getting some. So with this action
Yes.
surge, you're
Wait, insta kill.
I have an insta kill ever.
and you swing yourself.
This bendy.
Make the attack roll,
Tower of
but you're
Skill
going
of
to
road
have
ladder.
disadvantage.
Yep.
Because you are swinging.
I'll do 2 d20s. Whoop, whoop.
Oh my god. 18.
Well, you don't get the 20, but you do get the 18, so you hit. Roll damage.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Roll damage first. Let's see.
D8 plus 3. That's a 7.
7 points.
But then I want to do the
Yeah, tell me, what happens, Rhiannon?
So, the sword is 1d8 plus 1 charge. If I score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, it must succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw or be instantly slain as the sword tears.
Does it
its
say it
life
has to
force.
be a critical hit or just a hit against a creature?
It says a critical hit.
I
I didn't get a critical hit.
It was
You
a
did though,
disadvantage.
but you did. Stupid disadvantage.
I'm going to be a hard rules guy.
A 20 and 18 is not a crit hit.
But you know what? Yeah, sure.
What?
The thing is, it's still got legendary resistances.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make the saving throw. What was it? Constitution as well?
Yeah, con 15.
Yeah, 25.
Fair enough.
So you swing up, cut alongside its belly, but the sword glows and you can feel it craving the soul
I
inside.
crave.
But it resists. It resists.
I'm just like dangling now from this dragon, like.
10 Buckland.
What does your bone bro tower do? Does it just
It's
collapse?
just like.
10 Buckland. Come on, I want to try and get this done in like 5 minutes. We got like to wrap it
a
up.
moving dawn
Yep.
onto the dragon.
Okay, so it makes another saving throw. 16.
Okay, 40-10.
40-10. I just want to get to the end of the initiative track and then we're going to have to stop because there's another stream literally in like 3 minutes.
Rock and roll, rock and roll.
I'm watching it, Sid.
It's cool. We got it. We got this.
22.
22. That, do you know what? That is enough to kill the white dragon.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, no.
You guys don't realize how much damage you guys do.
Yeah.
So you watch as
That's
Cam
bad.
raises his hands, this column
a finger.
just, you raise the waggling finger as the column directly under the dragon as it just begins to burn away at its core. No! As it just crumbles. Alzra, you fall 30 feet to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You take 10 points of damage, exactly.
Worth it.
Crunch. Alzra, you'd already jumped off, hadn't you, Juto?
Yeah.
And Laura darts out of the way as the dragon almost lands on her. However, there is still an army of undead and more creatures
Bring
to
it
come.
on.
More to come.
Bring
We'll
it
do
on.
that next time on Lightfall Descent as the party storm Arkhan's tower in
Yeah.
Avernus.
Make a lot of noise.
Check it out. Thanks so much for watching us. We stream every Sunday before this on our channel as
It's a
well.
lot more reasonable, Aro, it is. Is it? Yeah.
Come and check it out. Thanks so much for watching us, guys. Enjoy more D&D streams coming up after us and all throughout the week.
Yes.
Enjoy it. Thanks very much, Wizards of the Coast, for sponsoring and Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Take care. Goodbye.